Hello everyone, this is Team 105 for CIS665 2017 spring semester. Our team members Aiwei, Shenkai, and Zhizhou. Today we're gonna show you a magic virtual reality world, VR technology, and its web applications. To start with, here is the outline of the presentation. Part 1 is VR technology introduction. What is VR technology and its history? Part 2 is the VR applications in the real life. Part 3 is the VR web applications and its development.
Hi, my name is Aiwei. Here is the part 1, VR technology introduction. Let's come to the question, what is VR? VR is typically refers to computer technologies that uses virtual reality headset to generate realistic images, sounds, and other sensations that replicate a real environment or create an imaginary setting. VR includes all the devices which can interact with person's senses. In the VR world, people can use not only eyes, but also ears, skin, gestures, voice, and other feelings to interact with the software through the hardware. Both software and hardware need to be provide the input and output simultaneously. It looks like VR is created and become popular just in recent years. However, the concept of VR has been brought out for about 50 years. In 1968, Ivan and Bob created a device, the Sword of Damocles, which was widely considered to be the first virtual reality and augmented reality head multi-display system. This device is very heavy and it had to be suspended from the ceiling. Around 2000, some gaming companies began to develop VR technologies. In 1991, Sega announced the Sega VR headset for arcade games and the Mega Drive console. Besides Sega, in 1995, Nintendo also created its own VR team. In recent years, the VR is become more and more popular and generate large amount of money for companies. For example, in 2010, Palmly Lucky designed the first prototype of the Oculus Rift, and 4 years later, it was purchased by Facebook for $2 billion. By 2016, there were at least 230 companies developing VR-related products. Here are some VR devices produced by some major companies.
Hello, this is Shenkai. I'm gonna introduce some VR application in real life. First, I will introduce the VR application in video games. Nowadays, there are a lot of VR video games can be played with VR devices. And the most popular VR game platform is called Steam. There are varieties of games for players such as action game, sports game, and strategy game. There is a VR game called Arizona Sunshine. This is the most popular VR game on Steam, and it's an action and thrilling game. The game simulates Arizona environment, and players steps in the midst of zombie apocalypse. Players can freely move around and handle their motion-controlled weapons to kill zombies. Besides the VR application in video games, there are also a VR application in the cinemas. Because VR can simulate the real world and make people feel more real of scenes in movies. So people are more interested in use VR device to watch movies. And right now there are a lot of movie theaters become more and more popular. Besides the VR application in cinema, there are also the VR application in medical fields. First, watching operation, as the doctor viewed the scale. For the first time in the history of medicine, on April 14, 2016, Shafi Ahmed, cancer surgeon, performed an operation using a virtual reality camera at the Royal London Hospital. Then everyone could participate in the operation in real time through the medical realities website and the VR in our apps. Then there are also other ways to use VR medical application. Another one is relaxing chronic patients with medical VR and making children feel like they are at home. Also helping physicians experience life as an elderly. And the best thing I think is the speeding up recovery after a stroke. Virtual reality also can apply in the military. Virtual reality has been adopted by military, and this includes all three services, Army, Navy, and Air Force, where it is used for training purpose. This is particularly useful for training soldiers for combat situations or other dangerous settings, where they have to learn how to react in an appropriate manner. With such a lot VR applications, they cannot without software support. All these VR applications are all closely related to the software application. And VR software application development is a huge process. Engineers need to build person model or creature model. They also need to record the appropriate sound. They also need apply Unreal Engine and Unity 3D, which are very famous in game industry. And all these successful VR applications include a huge success on software development.
Hi, my name is Zhizhou. I'm gonna present part 3 to you guys. Web applications and its development. First, it is the introduction of the key technologies of VR. The purpose of virtual environment modeling is to use the 3D data to create virtual environment according to the application requirements. The model, which can reflect the actual object, will make the VR environment realistic. There are several modeling ways to create virtual environment. For example, the firewalk is created by particle system modeling, and the mountain is created by fractal technique modeling. Stereoscopic technology is one of the key technologies in virtual reality, which makes people in the virtual world enjoy the immersive experience. It can make all the models are realistic. Therefore, it is necessary to develop a 3D imaging technology and use a computer to display 3D visual image on the 2D display screen. At present, the stereo image is implemented by using auxiliary tools such as wearing 3D devices. The virtual world needs not only the stereo feeding but also real-time generation, which requires the realistic real-time rendering technology. For example, the cattle reflects the environment mapping, which makes people feel like it is a real cattle. Real-time rendering means capture the position and postures of moving objects so that human being eyes won't notice the flashing images. The system will have immediate response to users' input and synchronization of corresponding scenes and events. That requires when user changes points of view, the graphical display will change accordingly at the same time. Otherwise, it will cause hysteresis phenomenon. 3D virtual sound implementation technology can help user tell the location of sound source accurately in the virtual world. It can generate a way of hearing in the real world. The value of virtual surround sound technology is to use two speakers to simulate the effect of surround sound in the real world. However, it will require the user to stand on the best listening spot. In the virtual space generated by the computer system, people can use eyes, ears, skin, gestures, voice, and other various feelings to interact directly. This is called human-computer interaction technology. Testing and smiling technology is still under exploring. The main human-computer interaction includes gesture recognition, facial expression recognition, eye gaze tracking, and automatic speech recognition. The ultimate goal of virtual reality is to help people feel realistic in the virtual world. It needs to be demonstrated in different ways, and there are many challenges before achieving the goal. We listed four main areas of demonstration and their challenges. In the VR system, stereo vision plays a big role. The images which are seen by the users are different in two eyes, which created the 3D effects. In the 2D computer screen, we use mouse and keyboards to change the view. However, the 3D headset and devices can connect the user's visual system and motion detection system, so they can see the surrounding environment. The biggest challenge is how to make the user see objects change as they change the viewpoints, and the motion simultaneously in the 3D environment. The user's input and display needs to be synchronous. Users can locate the sound source well. On the horizontal direction, we can tell the direction of the sound source based on the phase and the level difference of the sound, because it takes sound different time and the distance to reach 2 ears. The challenge is that in the real life, when we turn our head, it will change the sound direction. However, in the VR system, the direction of the sound is not related to the movement of head. When a user sees a virtual copy in the VR system, the cup can touched or felt with the collision detect technology, just like the way you feel a copy in the real world. There are several challenges in the feeling demonstration. First is to detect the object collision location and its reaction. Since there are lots of objects, it takes time effort to detect the information. In the real world, when we touch something, we can feel it right away, so it needs strong timeliness. Voice input and output is also very important in the VR system. It requires the VR system can understand users' language and interact with users in certain language. However, since different people speak differently, it is hard to recognize and understand the meaning. Other challenge is that input information needs to be enough for the system to understand and match, which will impact the efficiency and accuracy. Here are some feature developments of VR and web applications. VR technology development requires high computer processing speed as well as the internet speed. In order to implement the real-time interaction, it needs fast internet to process the information in the VR cloud storage. It also requires to build a peer-to-peer computer networking structure, which cannot be achieved with the current internet system. VR and its application will lead an internet revolution. Another future development is web VR browsers. Browser support is a work in progress. The goal is to enable VR content to run in different browsers. A lot of web developers believe that web will be an open, wild, and creative platform for the virtual reality. Chrome, Firefox, Mozilla, and IE are all working on developing such a web platform. If you are interested, here are some references of our research. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.